What is going on, guys? DBG here, and today, lads, if you guys have been good, if you guys have been actually grinding your game, if you guys have been grinding limited, basically there is a reward today, and it's only a diamond, unfortunately, for completing the limited game mode, but there's a lot of good choices. So obviously you get to pick one of these 11 cards, which is pretty cool. Did I complete limited? No. Did I even complete a week of limited? No. I didn't. I'm going to be completely honest. Like, when it came to MyTEAM Limited, I basically played 10 games the first week, didn't even see a ring, and then just quit. So I didn't get all of these. But if you are someone who has gotten all your rings so far, you get to choose from one of these 11 players. So we're going to be talking about which ones you guys should get and in what situation should you pick certain ones of them up, as well as ones that you should never pick up. So, cards to not pick up. First of all, Tony Parker, because he's available right now and he's like a 2.5 hour grind. Don't pick him up. Second of all, Elgin Baylor, because he's the worst of all these cards. Actually, I don't know who's worse, Tony Parker or Elgin Baylor. So I know Elgin Baylor is bully. I can post up. The problem is he's 6'5" small forward. That is a little bit, if you want a worse release in the game, that is really bad. Just don't get Darren Williams. I don't even mind Darren Williams that much, just don't get him. Plays no defense. Slow shot. So, yeah, like, don't get him. So, if they're the three that I would, like, completely rule out, and probably would rule out Lamar Odom. Lamar Odom's not very good. He's not bad at anything, he's just not good at anything either. I have Lamar Odom. I got lucky. Like, I got him really early in terms of RNG, and I remember people were like, people like to me, they're like, why are you complaining about RNG? You got Lamar Odom. I'm like, dude, I've played like 500 games this year. Like, I got 1 in 500. I know the odds of getting these cards are roughly 1 in 500, 1 in 1,000. Like, I reckon the odds are probably close to 0.1% to getting these cards with RNG. But, yeah, so Odom is fine. He's fine. But don't get him. So, the cards that I would say should be, like, considered are Donovan Mitchell, Andre Iguodala, Shawn Kemp, Jason Kidd, and maybe Anthony Edwards. Okay, so the reason why I wouldn't get Bill Russell is because there are so many absolutely elite centers that do the same thing. So the reason with Bill Russell is, like, Ben Wallace is not expensive. Ben Wallace is not expensive, and they're basically the same card. The big difference is, like, passing vision, like, and, like, post game, which Bill Russell isn't very good at either. They're basically the same card in terms of stats wise. Like, you could make the argument that, oh, what's his name? He came out last week. Theo. You want to compare Theo to Bill Russell? Like, he's got -10 speed, sure, but in terms of defense, Theo might be almost equal. And the big difference is, like, passing accuracy. And a lot of things, Theo's equal. And in terms of, like, interior, Theo's actually better. And, like, badges-wise, very, very similar badges-wise. Except you get, like, Clamps and Bill Russell, and you get Pick Dodger and Theo. So there are so many, like, similar alternatives to Bill Russell, I wouldn't get him. Kemp is a beast. Alex English, look, I love Alex English, so I'm not going to completely rule him out. But if you didn't get Alex English when he was a 2-hour grind, don't waste your 11-hour grind on him. Like, he was probably the easiest of every takeover card to get. He's insane, but, like, you just have to play a certain way. The only issue with Anthony Edwards is I'm pretty sure Latrell is just better than him. Latrell's free well is like 40k, and he's just better than him. Considering how good some of these cards are, I just wouldn't advise anyone to go out of their way in using Latrell. Because, like, I say Edwards because he's got a good shot. Dribbling's not good at all. His release is fine, though. Like, his release is completely fine. So, I will say it. Edwards is okay if you're even going to use Edwards. With Kidd, his release is actually pretty chick. Dribbling is good. His defense is good. The issue is he's a point guard that doesn't dribble. So that, again, is quite a big problem when it comes to point guards. He is going to be elite on defense, though. He can't dunk. He gets like 0. 50 tendencies, no dunk packages with 50 rating, he won't dunk. And then half glove, menace, clamp breaker, quick first step. Like Jason Kidd's really good. Like Jason Kidd is really, really good. But is he worth spending that amount of MT on? Because Donovan Mitchell exists. Like, I don't... Like, Donovan Mitchell's got that really nice defense. He's going to shoot the ball a lot better than Kidd. 89 3-pointer. He'll dribble the ball equally as well as Kidd. He's got 90 driving dunk. He's got really good defensive stats. And 79 interior with 80 block. As far as I'm aware, the only point guard better interior defense than him is Norm Nixon. And the only reason Norm Nixon has got the best... Norm Nixon has got the best interior defense for a point guard because they mixed up his perimeter and interior defense and swapped them. So he's technically got the best interior defense for a post player, for a point guard in the game. He's 6'1", though, which is a bit of a problem, but a huge player build, huge wingspan. If you missed out on Mitchell in week 1, I'm telling you, he's not a bad option. But now the two that most people are going to go for, one of Andre Iguodala or Kemp, the Friday grinds, because not a lot of people got them. So with Iguodala, you've got like 89 speed, 89 acceleration, a really bad jump shot, but really good dribbling, really good dunking, and he's the best defensive player in the game. He is the best on-ball defender in the game. Got gold clamps, gold menace, gold glove, or half clamps, half menace, gold glove. Some really nice dribbling badges, some decent shooting badges. He'll hit when he's wide open, but he'll dunk on people. He's got really good speed and 3 hot zones. So this card is absolutely fantastic. But then you've got Kemp, who is just the meta. He's at 90 strength, but the guy comes with like gold bully, 84 interior, a really good jump shot. A really, really good jump shot. He's not going to dribble too well, but again, he'll dunk it on everybody. He's really fast for a big man. He's not even that bad a defender. He's big, got a big player build, and won't miss when he's left wide open. Because he's again got silver catch, shoot, silver corner specialist, and a chick release. But lads, this card's insane. I think it's really between these two. If you have all these and you really want Ant-Man, go and get Ant-Man, but Ant-Man's fine. The thing is that the only player that you can really compare to Shawn Kemp in this game is like a Zion Williamson or a Larry Johnson. Larry Johnson is 550 cards, and Zion Williamson is like 400k MT. He's the only comparable player. And Iguodala is the best lock in the game, period. He plays better defense than anybody else. So for me, I don't know which one I go for, but I would go between Andre Iguodala and Shawn Kemp. It would be one of these two guys for me that I would go with. If you want to get Andre Iguodala, I think you're onto something. If you want to get Shawn Kemp, I'm not going to argue. And then other than that, really, I wouldn't get Odom. I wouldn't look for Bill Russell because again, you're getting better alternatives in the auction house for under 100k. I would definitely not look at Baylor, Williams, or Parker. English might be one of the best of these, but it's just, if you missed out on his 2-hour grind, don't waste all the time you've grinded on Alex English. But it's Kemp and Iggy, 2 of the top 15 cards in this game. I personally will go with Kemp because there are a lot of really good locks in the game, like Bruce Bowen. He's not quite as good as Iggy, but someone like a Bruce Bowen can hold their own. But yeah, Kemp, absolutely elite. Kemp, absolutely elite. That's who I would go for. So that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.